It's here, guys. It's finally here, the Destiny update. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And this is the first day of Destiny. I'm so excited to jump into this character I'm going to make. It's going to be the main character for the series. This is the one that I'm going to try to do all my progression on. There is so much to do. This update is so huge. And I honestly don't even know where to begin. First things first, though, I should probably create my character. So I'll start by doing that. That's a really full server, actually. I guess everybody's really excited to jump on because, honestly, this is one of the biggest updates they've done in a long time, and this Explorer revamp is insane. That makes so many of the classes so much more playable. So just make sure that when you guys do create your new characters, if you are making an Explorer main or something like that, make sure you guys choose it as your Terra Burning character. Wow, there's actually a fair amount of people here already. I'm literally in the first map, and all of them have NX on them. Alright, everyone was very prepared for this. One thing I just realized is that because I haven't been on this character for a little bit, I actually do have rest XP coupons, which is what I plan to, so that's a little bit of extra double XP I can use while training this character. Anyway, I'm going to quickly go through the first 30 levels or so, because I don't think that there's much difference. What they did do apparently is that they added cutscenes pretty much all the way to level 30. So it is longer to train to level 30 if you are expecting to train outside in random maps, but this effectively gives us like a story mode that we can do to level 30, so new characters are going to be having an easy time. So I'm going to quickly do that, and I'll catch you guys right after. So while my character goes through all the cutscenes it takes to go to level 30, I just want to talk a little bit about which class I decided to main. So obviously I wanted to play one of the Explorer classes because they did just get revamped. There are 5 different branches of Explorers, and I knew for a fact that I did not want to play a mage because I find teleport classes to be a little bit more difficult to play. Even though in the Destiny update they did get an up jump, I still feel like I'm much more used to flash jump classes, so I'm probably not going to play a mage. As for the warriors, my original solo progression series was on a paladin, so I'm trying to stay away from doing the warriors, and for similar reasons I don't want to do any of the archers. Even though I didn't finish my bowman, I did kind of start it. I still do feel a little bitter towards not finishing it, but I kind of wanted to stay away and try to do something new. So that really leaves me with pirates and thieves. Thieves I think are just a very popular class in general, and I tend to like to play classes that are a little bit less popular, just because I also enjoy the challenge a little bit more, playing a class that's a little bit more undiscovered. Regarding the thieves at least, they are very popular and we all know that they're very good classes. So I wanted to try something a little bit different, something a little bit weaker. So that leaves me with either Buccaneer, Corsair, or Cannoneer. I didn't want to play a Buccaneer because I already had one on my main that I leveled up pretty far, so for me personally I didn't want to play the class, even though it is one of the more hyped classes in Destiny. So that leaves me with either Corsair or Cannoneer, and between the two, both of them seem like fine classes, but ultimately I decided to go with Corsair. It's kind of funny how I'm a jet main that ended up playing Corsair for my solo progression, but the real reason for it is actually because Cannoneer needs the inner ability of attack speed +1. I didn't want to roll for attack speed +1, so in the end it was really just the inner ability that was a defining factor for me. I think in general I preferred to play classes that aren't reliant on attack speed +1, so at the end of the day I decided to go with Corsair. Wow, that was a long pre-quest. So I just finished up all the quests up to level 30. I'm a little bit over-leveled because obviously I'm a Terra Burning character, so I'm assuming usually it would only get you to about level 30, maybe a bit before that. But yeah, that was a really long pre-quest. The story I enjoyed. It's nice that they're world building it a little bit more, but definitely a lot of cutscenes, so do be well prepared for that. Anyway, I'm well over-leveled for my second job advancement, so I'm going to quickly grab that. There we go. Second job advancement complete. The convenient thing about getting second job advancement is that you don't need to choose which one you want to put your stats into anymore, so now everything just gets dumped into Dex for me, which is a little bit more convenient. Even though I didn't really get to try it, it's nice that they made double shot a mobbing skill, so it's a little bit better, so we actually have a ranged mobbing skill at first job compared to what it used to be when we just used somersault kick. So that was kind of nice. Anyway, now that I hit level 40, I think I'm going to start off by doing some of the theme dungeons. You guys saw how full the servers were, so I think theme dungeons are probably the best way to do it at the beginning because you are in your own instance, so you don't share mobs with anybody, so dungeons should go a little bit faster than training. So I'm going to go head off and do some of the theme dungeons. I think I'm going to do Gold Beach, so then I have access to the teleport. Catch you guys after I finish the theme dungeon. Also, just a reminder, if you are playing on a Terra Burning character, you do get extra stuff for being a Terra Burning character on top of all the leveling bonuses. So here in the start tab, you can see here that you got the Terra Burning Plus level up support giveaway. So here, every time you reach specific level milestones, you get some extra stuff all the way up to level 220. So this is a significant boost. So definitely one of the biggest goals that I'm going to try aim for is to get to level 220. There's so many things that you get along the way. I'll get through them when I get to it, but in general, just getting to 220 is the priority right now for me. So I decided to finish up Gold Beach, and I'm currently at level 70. I was gonna do the third job advancement, but I decided just to finish this first and come back to the third job advancement afterwards. So from here we get a few things. The first one is now that I'm actually above level 61, I can actually claim my pre-registration stuff for Destiny. So from these I get, I believe, 3 pets, an NX set, some cosmetic item, and this chance of getting a bunch of Maple points. I'm not really expecting much from the Maple points, but the 3 pets will help a lot. So let's open these up. So now I've got 3 pets from the Destiny pre-reg. I won't be able to use all 3 of them just yet because I believe I need to get the pet snack. So if you want to be able to use all 3 of them, if you want to use it on the same character, you will need an item from the cash shop called the pet snack, which is, I believe, 3k NX or something like that. Other than this, we also got this nice NX. So this is what my character is going to look like pretty much until the end of the progression. So hopefully you guys are ready to see me and everybody else looking like this. A little bit silly seeing a Corsair with mage outfit, but this is better than just the default stuff, I suppose. Or maybe it's not, I'm not sure. Another thing that we get for making an Explorer after the revamp are these rewards here. We get a lot of things from just creating the character itself. You can see here I've got character slots, inventory slots, pendant slots, and also an event ring. So all of these are pretty awesome, so I'll probably claim these as soon as I can use them. For the pendant, I'm probably just going to wait until I have something to use in the pendant slot before claiming these. I'll probably use these when I start running out of inventory. Right now I don't really have anything, so these are just going to sit there for now. I'll use this one right now. Extra character slots are always welcome, especially on a new account. Another thing that you get are these event rings. These are pretty good. They're very strong rings for how cheap they are. And yeah, all of these are the same stat, so I'm just going to take it now. When you pick the ring, if you already have one of the 3, it won't let you choose it, so you will never be able to get a duplicate, so you don't have to worry about that. So for now, I'll just take the first ring. It doesn't really matter which one. You'll probably get all 3 of them as you play. So I won't be able to wear it just yet, but once I can, this will be a pretty good boost to the character. Before I move on for my third job advancement, it's always good to occasionally check the white light bulb, see if I missed anything. Here I forgot to claim my emblem, so I can use the silver emblem for a little bit more extra damage. And also, I believe I haven't opened up my inner ability just yet, so let's get that too. I got an extra emblem. The silver one's not that big of a deal, but once we get our actual gold one, that'll be the one that we'll be actually upgrading. And with that being said, let's go get our third job advancement. And there we have it, we got our third job advancement. We get a bunch of new skills, which is really nice, so hopefully this will help with training. And that's pretty much all there really is regarding the third job advancement. It's just a pretty quick cutscene, not as bad as the first job one, so thank God for that. From here, we just need to train a little bit more until we can get into the Afterlands. I'm just 1 level short from getting into the Afterlands. So yeah, I think I'll just quickly go train at the cats if I can find a map, and I'll also run through the Afterlands right after that. After finishing the Afterlands, I'm level 100, so I can go and do my 4th job advancement now. A few things before I do my 4th job advancement. At level 100 we get a few things. First thing is, at level 100 we start a new quest line called A New Journey from the event. So once your explorer gets to level 100, you get a few extra things. I believe at level 100, yep, it looks like we get a title, so this will give us some extra stats, so then we can actually do some extra damage and also get more EXP. This title gives us 30 star force, 10 attack, 10 all stat, some HP, and 10% EXP. So this is a great title that we'll be using until it expires. Another thing is that I actually took some stuff out of my storage. You can see here all the money that I had up until this point is now in my inventory. I have my extreme gold potions from Monster Park from other characters transferred over, and also my rest EXP coupons. Also at level 100 we will be able to open the level 100 box for the frozen gear. This gear is actually quite good. It's probably one of the better sets that we can use up until we get our Fafnir set. And with these preparations done, let's go ahead and get our 4th job advancement. And with that, I just got my 4th job. Hopefully though, later on, they'll let us get the option to skip these cutscenes, because I can imagine doing it once or twice might be alright, but doing this multiple times I think can be quite tedious. Before we go too far ahead from here, I'm going to quickly go level up one more time so I can explain just a little bit more about my plans with this character. So I'll be right back after leveling up. So I quickly went outside to grab my level 103. The reason for me leveling up one time is because at level 101 we actually get access to the current event. So in my star I actually have this now, it's the Starlight Symphony. So let's quickly start this up. The reason for starting this event is because it gives us a lot of extra things. Generally speaking, there's a lot of things from events that you can get that helps you boost your characters. The main thing that I'm just trying to get right now is just to unlock the actual event on this character, and you'll be able to do these daily missions to get coins. And I'm going to try to collect as many coins as I can throughout the event, hopefully capping every single day. The way that you cap coins is just by doing these missions. You can see here, there's a variety of them, and as you do them, you'll be able to get Melody coins. You can use these Melody coins to buy stuff from the Melody coin shop. So you can see here, there's a lot of different things that you can buy. A lot of things that can help you improve your character. In particular, I'm looking towards buying things like the Node Stones and later on Arcane Symbols, but we'll get to this at another time. Another thing that you'll be able to do is get these additional rewards after every time you coin cap. Every time that you get the cap of 300 and 600 on Sundays, you'll be able to get 1 or 2 stamps depending on whether it's a weekday or a weekend. And when you make it to the end of the track, you'll be able to get these rewards, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of amazing rewards here and definitely worth trying to do. You can also spend 20k Maple Points to buy the Stellar Pass, which effectively, whenever you reach a reward tier, you'll be able to get it twice. In your Star tab, you'll be able to get a new skill, and what this does is after you kill a certain number of monsters around your level, it would actually start helping you kill monsters and gives you more additional EXP. So definitely start this. This is effective on all your characters, so definitely try this out. Just one last thing before I leave this map. Every hour on the half-hour mark, you'll be able to get a buff from the event map. You can see here everybody is gathering on this particular map right now, and it's because it's about to be the EXP buff. So in just a sec you guys will see I'll get a buff. It alternates between an EXP buff and a bossing buff. You can see here we just got, I believe, the EXP boost. There you go, 15% extra EXP. And with this I'm going to quickly go do Zakum with my buffs. And hopefully we will be getting to level 115 or so after all of the arms die. So let's see how Zakum goes. I just noticed while editing this video, I didn't actually go into Zakum with a rune. So unfortunately I missed out on some extra EXP, but hopefully I'll remember for next time. So with that, it almost did give me 115, which is great. Now I'm in the perfect level range, so then I can go to the Robos, and I'll probably train there until level 120. It won't take me too long with the burning character, so let's quickly get those levels out of the way. And I think it's going to be the first time where I'm going to show you guys where I'm going to train after level 120. So stay tuned for that. I can't wait to lose all the burning on my maps. So after I hit level 121, I usually go to different maps other than the Robos. But unfortunately, I don't have a teleport rock on me, and I don't really want to buy one. But I believe the first box that you get from making a new account, this reboot gift box, I believe the first one is a teleport rock. The first one that we get gives us 50 mil and a teleport rock. So I can cheap out on the teleport rock for this week. So let's grab that teleport rock. And using this teleport rock, you can go anywhere on the minimap. So what I like to go is, I like to go to Fantasy Theme World. Pretty much any of these maps are fine. I'm just going to pick a random one. And usually these maps are pretty good burning. Or usually. Well, 20% is not too bad. I might CC around a little bit, and I'll see what I can get done. I was meant to change maps a short while ago, but I kind of got carried away. This map is very comfortable in my opinion. It's got a lot of spawn, and I think a lot of the Fantasy Theme World maps are like this, so definitely a good map in my opinion. So usually around this level, I would go to a new map. Not really sure where to go, because a lot of the maps I reckon are going to be full of people, so other place I was thinking of was the Partum Ruin maps, but I think these guys are also a little bit high level, but we can give them a try. So I'll try to go to ones that aren't too high level. Let's go to the first map and see how it goes. This map's got decent burning and it looks pretty big, so I'll give this one a go. So I just finished up my coupons here and I'm ended up at level 148. This is a pretty comfortable spot because now I can actually start working on some things that my account I haven't really done yet. The first thing I want to start doing is actually Maple Tour. If you guys don't know what Maple Tour is, if you look inside the dimensional mirror in any town, you'll be able to find Maple Tour on the side. And this is sort of like Monster Park, where you go through a dungeon, and what you get from this is, if you run this multiple times throughout the week, you actually get a bunch of meso. And this is one of the easiest forms of income that you can get in the early game. A lot of players end up using this for pretty much the entire time they're playing, and it's just a reliable source of meso. Definitely recommended, and I'm pretty much going to start doing this daily as a form of income. Whenever you have to do Maple Tour, do the highest one that you can do, because the higher the level of the dungeon, the more meso that you get out of it. With just those 2 Maple Tour runs completed, let's have a look at how much money we'll get in a week. You can check the accumulated wages through the NPC. You can see here I've made about 20 mil just with those 2 runs. So just a little bit under 10 mil a run. So I get 14 runs a week, so that adds up to about 140 mil a week. And it's pretty good income for a beginner like me, so can't really complain about that. Of course, another thing on this character I need to start doing is Monster Park. So I mentioned doing this on other characters in previous parts, but for my main it's more important than ever, because from these Monster Park runs I work towards a very good medal. If I do each of the days 77 times, I actually get the Monster Park medal. And this Monster Park medal gives 10% IED. It takes a long time to actually clear, but it's one of those things that you work on throughout your character and you slowly work your way towards getting this medal. It's one of the best medals that you can get, and it's more or less free, it just takes a long time to do. For now, I'm only going to be doing 2 times a day, but later on, once I get better meso income and better reward point income, I might consider doing 7 times a day. But for now though, 2 times a day and that should be enough. After finishing those Monster Park runs, I'm just a little bit shy off of 150. So I'm going to go quickly train to 150, and I feel like that is like the perfect spot for me to wrap up this video. So I'm going to go quickly smack some things and I'll be right back. So I got lucky and I went to a random map in the Kerning Tower and found a rune, so I decided just to finish the rune, and I actually leveled up twice, so now I'm 154. There's a lot of things that we get now that we hit the 150. So first thing is I want to open the support package that they give us for the Terror Burning characters. At level 150 we get the rental CRA gear. So from this we get Fafnir gear or CRA gear that lasts for 90 days. The 90 days part of it isn't that important because nowadays it's much easier to get to CRA and clear it. So 90 days is plenty of time for us to do what we want to get done. So let's open this up. This set comes with free 12 stars and also all of them are at epic potential, which is great. For some reason, my epic potential on my weapon is already open to a specific pot. I guess this is something new because they used to let us reroll it, but now they actually just give us the 6% attack, so it saves us from rolling it. I'm not going to complain about it. As for the other 3 pieces of armor, we're going to have to roll them ourselves a little bit. This is what I saved my occult cubes for. Even though they are rental gear, the dex lines will help us push for more damage, and honestly, when we're trying to clear for the first time, any form of damage is going to be welcome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly cube these up and see what we get from it. My top opened up with 3% dex, so I'm just going to keep that for the time being. My pants only rolled 12 dex, so I might reroll that. And the hat got nothing, so let's start with the hat. So I get 3% dex, I'm going to keep that for the time being. And we managed to hit 6% dex and an extra 12 dex, so no complaints here. So far this is what our equipment is looking like, just the rental gear that we have so far. I'm hoping to fill up the face and eye accessory with Zakim equipment. I just haven't been lucky with the first run that I've gotten, but this is something that we're slowly going to get. We've got our totems already. I just realized that I actually don't have my ring equipped, so I should go do that. We can also open up the potential for this one. And we have 6 dex. I'm just going to leave it for the time being because later down I might get epic potential scrolls to put this straight to epic and then I'll reroll it. So I'm not going to be too fussed about the ring just yet. As for the other slots, we're going to slowly try to fill them out. I also just realized I'm still using my silver emblem, so let's quickly grab our gold emblem from our light bulb. So the gold one's going to be a slightly better boost. For this one, I'm also not going to upgrade because for our Explorer Terror Burning, we actually get a unique emblem at level 220. So the emblem I'm actually just not going to touch for the time being. If I'm really struggling for damage, then I might cube it at the rare potential, but I won't push it further than that. For the shoes and for the gloves, I'm just going to use the best gloves or shoes I have in my inventory. So I'm just going to use these Pencilier ones for the time being. I think these are going to be pretty much okay to use. And I'll Star Force them shortly. As for the cape, I think that the frozen cape actually is pretty decent, so I might just cube this up using the occult cubes as well. So let's get these started up and potentialed. I don't want to invest too much in the Pencilier boots, so I'm just going to leave them at the 12 dex that it starts off with. For the cape, I'm going to use some cubes to see if I can get 1 line of dex on it. And I think with 12 dex and 5 all stat, I think this is fine for the time being. We're probably going to replace this, but I'm not too sure just yet. So that's our equipment so far. The next thing I wanted to talk about is our hyper stats. Once you hit level 140 onwards, every time you level up, you will get these hyper stats on the side, and these are additional bonuses that you can get, which will help you boss and train. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to evenly spread my points between damage and normal monster damage. For our purposes, this helps us with training. I've clicked about 6 times and I realized I put it into boss damage. I realized that it's cheaper to just use a different preset, so just look away guys, I didn't put any points into boss damage. And there we go, we have them 5 and 5. So this will be giving us 15 damage and 15 damage, so 30% damage against normal monsters, and that's going to be great. The next thing I wanted to check was how this was going. So at level 150, we got our trait boost potion, which is great. We can use this to get our charm to level 30. That way we can unlock our pocket slot. Next, we want to check our daily missions to see if we have managed to coin cap. And from just what I've done today, I've managed to hit the 300 cap. I don't know exactly what I'm going to buy just yet, but I do have an idea. And with that, I think that is the end of the video. I feel like I went through a lot. And this video, honestly, I've been so excited. I've just been playing the entire day just to try to get this done so I can share this with you guys. For now though, guys, thank you all for watching and joining me so far on this journey. We finally got to play on a main. I appreciate all of you guys for the support that you have given me, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it so far. I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point, but I really do appreciate all of you guys. Hopefully you all have a nice day. Take care. See you guys in the next part.